Hello, Mega Party people. Happy Saturday night. I'm not sure who's going to hop on a Saturday evening, but I know a lot of you are getting snowed in and having some insane ice storms. So maybe some of you that have power may hop on to take a second to listen. So if y'all could tell me I'm in the mega, that would be amazing, because I do want to make sure I'm in the right place, because it's been known for me to go live in the wrong places. So if we're in the mega party, please just say mega so you know exactly that we're in the right spot. So hi, okay, I see Paula, hello. Okay, I just want to double check. Okay, guys, am I in the mega? Comment mega if I am, just so that I make sure I'm in the right place. Hello, I'm seeing people, so that's a good sign. Okay, hello, Brenda. Hi, Francis. All right, Lisa confirms it. We're in the mega party. Okay, well, if you're watching live, do a live. If you watch this later, no problem. Do a hashtag replay so we know who saw it. My name is Jessica Powers, and I am a sales vice president here with this Bright Lights amazing group. And I have been with Park Lane for, this will be my 6th year, okay? I do this alongside my full-time job. And when I joined Park Lane, I actually was like a no multiple times. So we're going to talk about that for just a second. I wanted to share a couple of things, but let's talk about what jewelry I have on before I forget, because I'll just get really long-winded, because you are here to see jewelry and also to know all the things about our team and what joy jewelry brings to all of us. So let me tell you what I'm wearing today. I have the trend earrings on. These also come in silver. These are our Cartier inspired earrings. Love them so much. They are my new everyday daily. Okay. I'm also wearing the veil necklace. Also this gorgeous cushion cut. It looks real. And if anybody asks you, I'm just letting you know, don't worry about it. They're not your people. And if you're watching too, yes, tag your stylist or tag your guests if you're a stylist watching. Super quick. Okay, I'm going to try to not be long-winded. So got the veil necklace. I'm also wearing the promise ring, which is also a Cartier inspired ring. This comes in silver too, but it's kind of almost looks like it's two-toned. It's gorgeous. I'm also wearing our new designer dupe Ivy bracelet in white. It just got released. We did have it in black and now we have it in both colors. So gorgeous. Hi, Laura. And then I am wearing a small little arm party on the other wrist. And these are our chiffon bracelets, which I feel like kind of go with my theme of designer inspired. Everything I'm wearing is designer inspired, but way less. We don't want you, I tell my customers, I don't want you to be homeless. We want you to look cute, but we want you to pay your bills. And that's how you can do that. And I love that this is stretchy. So y'all are going to see so much more tomorrow when you join the live. Okay. The lifestyle show. This is a 2-day showcase, okay? So tomorrow is all about the jewelry, all about the bling, all about the sale and how that's all done. And then on Monday, we're going to have a huge giveaway on top of what we're already giving away for people that watch and listen and maybe want to hear a little bit about what we do. But I wanted to share really quick about why I joined Park Lane and what it has done for me, because if you're a working person or you're just a busy person, most of the time you just say, no, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. And I think that's what I probably said to Allie. I would say at least 15 times. I work full-time in finance. I've been with my job for 15 years now. I've been in finance for 25. I was like, I have 3 kids. I have 3 boys. And at the time they were smaller. I didn't have time to do all that. There's no way. I was like, nope, sorry, not happening. And when I finally realized why I was saying no is because I didn't know what I would have been able to put into it. So when I finally said yes and I realized I can do this when I feel like it, there's not quotas, I'm not sitting here feeling pressure and I can focus on my regular job and my kids don't have to lose me. I'm in my closet, y'all. This is where I do my lives. I don't leave my house. I don't drag one piece of jewelry. I am fully virtual. If I want to do something in person, I might grab a table and do it. But when I do, I'm like, oh, I really enjoy being in my closet where I can just be live for 20, 30 minutes and go. That is what made it, I guess, really easy and attainable for me. But because I'm a finance person, I want to share this with you. Okay. Oh, hashtag boy mom. Yes. Oh, they've gotten older now, but because I'm a numbers person, it has to add up to me. And I have, being a military spouse, my husband retired from the Marine Corps in 2018. We've lived all over the world. And I have to say that I did every direct sales that you could think of. I sold Creative Memories. Have you guys even heard of that? Do you remember that? The scrapbooking stuff? Y'all, I sold everything under the sun. And I didn't make a dime. I probably just bought it and never saw like any of the what I call ROI. There's your finance people, return of investment. I didn't see any of that. I just saw, oh, this may be fun. I'll buy a kit and then I'll never do it. I never did it. I never made any money. When I came to Park Lane and I looked at the compensation plan, I was like, hands down, I can just make this without having to do any other things. Like there was no other attachments with that. And then I realized that if you put a lot into it, it can replace your income. And I'm going to bring you back to 2022. We were still kind of tapering off with the pandemic. My husband had retired from the Marine Corps in 2018. He had come to work with me in finance, and it was just not good for our family. We had a lot of work-life balance issues to push through, and my husband's like, I have to step away, and I need to be here for our family. I said, okay, let's do it. I would have never been able to say that had it not been for Park Lane, because Park Lane money was making, what I was making with Park Lane was actually equivalent to his full-time job. And so in the end of 2022, my husband was able to completely step away from his job and be a present stay-at-home dad, which he had never gotten to do being in the Marine Corps. He was either deployed in another country, in Iraq, wherever, and we never saw him. So he was actually home for like 2 years. And Park Lane was the reason why we could do that, because we get paid weekly. I am a numbers person, and Park Lane's comp plan is so different than anybody else's. The fact that my family was able to get their balance back, I can't tell you what that means, okay? Because there's real money to be made here. It's not like, oh, you make 15% off of something and, you don't see it until a month later. Nope, we get paid weekly. We get paid weekly, and we control what we make. And it has actually allowed him to stay home for those 2 years. He did go back to work, but not because he had to. He didn't have to. He's a guy and he was bored. So he's like, okay, we've got our balance back. I got this time, and now I'm going to go back to work. And now I am having the opportunity. I have a 6-figure income with my normal job. Park Lane has allowed me to have the opportunity to step away from my job now. Because it replaces that income. I'm making equivalent to that, which is going to allow me to live my life on my own terms. And that's, I think, what we all want, because we don't get time back. My kids are not little, but they're not grown yet either. I do have one grown one, but I have one going to college starting in the fall, and I have a 15-year-old. So I would like to be there for them. And Park Lane can be whatever you want. It could be, maybe you just need it for a bill. Maybe you want to cover a class that you want to take. Maybe you want it specifically to pay for braces. Park Lane allowed me to pay for braces, cash for all of my children. That feels good, okay? So I used that as like, these are the extra things that don't come out of our regular paycheck. And now it can be the paycheck. And I don't think I've ever had that stability with any other company. It was just like, oh, you can buy all these things and, you can just be like a shopper. No, there's no money here. Okay. And when you're in finance, you want to make sure that things are stable and secure. So it could be your car payment. It could be medicine that you're having to pay for that's outside of what you do. Dance classes for your kids, extracurricular football, whatever you want it to be is what Park Lane will provide. So I wanted to just share that with you, because every person that you're going to hear talk, or any one of us that are in here as a stylist, we all have our different whys and we have our different reasons of what brought us to Park Lane. It may be community. You may just want to meet people. I love the trips now. I'm addicted to traveling because of Park Lane. So just know that it can be a true income replacer. And that comes from somebody that runs numbers all day and puts things in spreadsheets before she makes decisions. And Park Lane being a 71-year-old company, which will be 71 years this year, they're the only ones that I feel stable to do that with. They just provide that stability for us. And I wanted to share that with you. Each one of the people that you're going to see and all of the people that you are shopping with all have a different why of what brought them here. But lots of the time, it's not just the money. It's so much more than that. The money is what makes sense and is what adds up. And when things are balanced, that's how you know you're making the right decision. And Park Lane allowed me to do that. It gave me balance back with my family. It gave me so much sparkle that we didn't have during COVID, that we didn't have when all of our webcams were off. So whatever your reason is, if you decide or you're even thinking a little bit about it, I guarantee you there is somebody just like you behind these phones, behind these cameras, behind these laptops that are sharing their stories or just showing jewelry. Every person's in a different place, whether they're an empty nester, a full-time working parent, a single mom, a single dad, somebody that is just trying to pay a bill. Whatever your reason is, Park Lane will provide that for you. So I hope that you had a quick minute and just take a listen. This is a military spouse, retired military spouse, working mom, and I'm able to do that. And Park Lane is able to be an income replacer if needed, and it was for 2 years for my family. So I hope that you guys got a little bit of something from that. Then you need to tune in tomorrow night to watch all that jewelry because I'm only wearing a portion of what we have. Again, on Monday, we're going to have a huge giveaway. You're not going to want to miss it because this is a 2-day fashion showcase. This is not just a 1 day. We want to see you Monday night. Pop in, see if you hear something that you love. No pressure to listen. But just know that even if you're a no now or you're a no even 5 or 6 times after, you can be a no in the beginning because I was for 15 times. And I probably could find the 15 times old Allie no. And the only regret that I have is not doing it sooner. And I should have said yes sooner. I love internet. I'm going to go now. Okay. Y'all have an amazing night. And I will see you tomorrow on the live and also on Monday night. All right. Good night, guys.